What's up, world? You're tuned into 423 FM. You already know we've got you covered with your daily dose of celebrity drama. Now let's get into it. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the 423. Roddy Ricch's debut album, Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial, went number 1 last week, as his single, The Box, also jumped up to the number 1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100. As if that's not enough, Roddy also reached number 1 on the songwriters chart, making him the first artist ever to rank number 1 on all 3 charts simultaneously. This came as a surprise to a lot of people because the album came out on December 6th. It debuted at number 1 and then hung around the top 3 before gaining traction at the top of the year, finally reaching the top spot again for the week of January 12th through 18th. And this is in large part due to the success of his single, The Box, which entered the charts at 47 on December 21st and made it to number 1 the same week as his album. Roddy nabbing a number 1 on the Hot 100 had Justin Bieber stressed because, as I'm sure you already know, he released his single, Yummy, last week, and because of Roddy Ricch, it debuted at number 2. This was a huge blow to Justin's ego, who hasn't released music of his own, excluding some features, since his album Purpose in 2015. So he's planning this huge comeback. First, he posted that photo on Instagram asking for 20 million likes in exchange for dropping his album before Christmas. The post made it to around 10 million likes, which is obviously nothing to scoff at. Clearly, people want this new music. But for a huge artist like Justin Bieber, it clearly hurt his ego, and he deleted the post. So there was no album or any music whatsoever before the end of the year. Even so, he clearly had a whole project finished. So at the top of January, Justin dropped Yummy. The reception wasn't great. I think a lot of people were expecting a different sound after hearing Justin tease the return of R&Bieber, and I definitely saw a lot of negative feedback. So, Scooter Braun and team went to work and promoted this song excessively, which included selling some autographed CDs, 7 different videos for the song, and even launching an official Yummy game. But the most pathetic of all was Justin reposting some graphics instructing fans to stream the single on repeat while they sleep, buy the song on multiple different platforms, and create playlists that only include Yummy over and over and over again. He didn't make those graphics, a fan account did, but he reposted them, and it just looked desperate. So once the end of the week rolled around and Justin still didn't beat Roddy Ricch, who hadn't spoken a word about his own music, it just was not a good look. Mostly because who cares? For an artist to essentially take a 4-year break and come back with a number 2 single is something to be proud of. But instead, Justin just ended up drawing more attention to what he perceives to be a failure. To make matters worse, Roddy Ricch even tweeted out Stream Yummy by Justin Bieber, which I think was partly a troll, but also shows that he got his number 1 without having to ask for it, and he can still be gracious and show love to the artists around him. Listen, Justin Bieber isn't the first artist to beg for streams and cry over number 1s. And he certainly won't be the last. In fact, his ex-girlfriend, Selena Gomez, has already taken over, and now her fans are panicking while trying to beat out who else but Roddy Ricch. She released her 3rd studio album, Rare, on January 10th, and by the 14th, insiders predicted that Selena would have the number 1 spot on the Billboard 200, with sales projections ranging from 105 to 120K. As the week went on and Roddy's album continued to gain traction, people started whispering in Selena's ear, telling her that Rare was in jeopardy of debuting at number 2. So that's when she took to her Instagram stories to tell fans how much a number 1 would mean to her. Here's the video.
So I just found out that my album is neck to neck with another incredible artist. I told people before that, you know, it's not about numbers for me, but I would love for the most important album I've ever released to become number 1. So, if you don't mind streaming it or listening to it on all the platforms, it would mean the absolute world to me. This is, again, something I dreamed about for so long. But regardless, I just hope that you guys are enjoying it and that it's something that you all can just enjoy and have. So, no worries. Either way, I'm happy.
While I don't think this is as flagrant as Justin Bieber, I don't think artists begging fans for streams will ever look anything but desperate. Obviously, reaching number one on any Billboard chart is a huge feat, but at the end of the day, it means nothing. It's actually a lot harder to hit number one than most people realize. There are so many huge songs that you can think back on that were major radio hits and people still love today that you would assume made number one and didn't. Drunken Love never hit number one. Good Life peaked at number 7. Hotline Bling, Best I Ever Had. Hell, So Fresh, So Clean peaked at number 30. It does not matter. It's nice to have an accomplishment like that under your belt, but if you have to instruct your fans to listen to your music on different platforms and play it on mute and all these different things, is it even worth it? There's got to be zero sense of accomplishment in getting something you had to beg for, so I really don't get it. Either people want to play your music or they don't, and exploiting the few diehard fans who actually will follow your directions when you ask for more streams is seriously sad. Plus, Selena already has a reputation for raking in streams that may or may not be valid. In November of 2018, she dethroned Drake as Spotify's most streamed artist with 46 million monthly listeners, which was especially weird considering that she hadn't released an album in 3 years. Immediately, a lot of people were convinced that Selena's label was paying for streams because none of her recent music had been charting well enough to warrant beating out Drake or even coming close. It's a known fact that people in the music industry pay for streams, but none of this was ever proven to be true for Selena specifically. Nonetheless, people have long been skeptical of her success because the numbers just never seem to match up. But still, Roddy Ricch is unfazed, telling his fans to go stream Rare by Selena Gomez. Anyway, I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you think artists should ever ask their fans to stream their music more or give specific instructions on how to listen? Or should their music and its marketing speak for itself? Leave your thoughts down below in the comments, subscribe to the 423 for more videos, and if you like this one, just give it a quick thumbs up. That is it for today. I will see you guys next time. Bye.